When an American actress married into the British royal family, perhaps we should have anticipated the chaos that would ensue. As we've discussed before, this is not unprecedented territory. In 1934, King Edward VIII entered a relationship with an American actress named Wallis Simpson, and even before the couple married, the public uproar over the romance was such that Edward chose to abdicate the throne. Were we naive to think that Brits in the 21st century would be more accepting of an American commoner? Or is Meghan a victim of virulent racism from Harry's countrymen, as so often seems to be the case? Or, is the truth more complicated, and the Duchess' Hollywood-sized ego prevented her from fitting into the staid world of the royals? In fact, the gap in the two nations' appraisals of Meghan has never been wider. In a piece originally titled Meghan's Image, Battered in Britain's Tabloids, Thrives in U.S., the Duchess is described as a polarizing figure whose contentious lawsuit against the tabloid that published her letters to her father has earned her more critics than ever. Christmas is already shaping up to be very different from last year, when the country was in the midst of a national lockdown. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has suggested that there is no evidence whatsoever to think that any kind of lockdown is on the cards, despite the number of cases rising. Regardless, many are getting ready for a big get-together, and that includes the royal family. Last year, Queen Elizabeth and the late Prince Philip spent Christmas quietly at Windsor, as opposed to Sandringham, where they normally spend the festive season. And despite travel restrictions between the US and UK now being lifted, it doesn't look like Prince Harry and Meghan Markle will be traveling across the Atlantic to spend time at the Royal Norfolk estate. If the wildly speculative sources being quoted are anything to go by. One such source told that while there's not been an official announcement, Harry and Meghan would have communicated their plans to their family by now if they were set on traveling to the UK this year. The staff reportedly know that Harry and Meghan are not coming, commenting that this being Her Majesty's first Christmas without her husband, one would have hoped they would want to be with her. Another source was similarly dismayed that the couple might not be coming back until the Queen's Platinum Jubilee next year, suggesting they would suck all the oxygen from the Queen if that were to be their first joint trip. Prince Harry, of course, has been back since stepping back from royal duties, for his grandfather's funeral in April, and for the unveiling of a statue in honor of his mother in the summer. It has been speculated that the couple want to avoid the inevitable headlines of a festive visit, too. As well as sparing their 6-month-old daughter, Lilibet, the stress of a long-haul flight. While the Sussexes have spent Christmas at the Sandringham estate with the Queen and royal family previously, the last time they did so was in 2018, a year before announcing they'd be stepping down from their roles as senior royals. In 2019, they skipped the traditional family gathering, but announced their plan to spend Christmas with Meghan's mother, Doria Ragland, well in advance. Upon their departure from the firm, Prince Harry, Meghan, and Archie spent Christmas 2020 with her family in California, sharing an adorable Christmas card featuring their dogs Guy and Poola. And while Meghan and Harry have not shared any official information about their holiday plans, it is safe to say they will spend it together, as any young family would.